Welcome back to the day 5. We are on the 5th day of 7 days journey. Namaskar and a very warm welcome to you. Hope all these practices are helping you in many ways because it is really important that we understand how to align ourselves, how to make our own relationship with our own self good. Only then you'll be able to justify every other relationship, and that will only happen when you tap into your own inner energies and make yourself aware of what's happening and be an observer and don't react but respond. So we formally welcome you on the day 5 of this inner journey. And you all know the drill that we have to sit comfortably. Take a few breaths, ensure that there is no disturbance from any corner. Close your eyes. Do some deep exhalations and inhalations. And continue to observe your thoughts, observe yourself, and understand where your breath is moving. In the last 4 days, we have observed thoughts. We have learned to slow down our breath. We have released emotional pressure and tried to stabilize the mind. Today, we learn how to heal our relationships through inner alignment. But before that, keep your eyes closed. Let's do our prarthana to Prana Shakti. You are aware who Prana Shakti is, our life force which exists in all the 3 worlds and takes care of everybody. And we invoke Prana Shakti to take care of us like a mother takes care of her children and bestows them with wisdom and wealth. Pranasetham vase sarvam ritve yad pratishtatam mateva putrana rakshasva shrishcha pragyanscha videhi nahiti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Stay there in this movement of your breath, trying to align with the Prana Shakti and observing your thoughts. And when you're ready, open your eyes. So we have understood that there is a thought and we make an interpretation of it, but the reality is always different. And that reality is what we have to tap into. So when you talk about relationships, we perceive too much. We think too much into the situations instead of cognitively getting inside and keeping our buddhi alert, because we have understood that buddhi is very important and we'll have to ensure that the buddhi is heading strong and is in charge of your what? Man and ahankar, which Sigmund Freud called id and superego. So, when your partner you think your partner is not saying anything, is quiet, is not replying to your messages when it's gone out, you think that there is something wrong, something which you have done wrong, and you start looking for faults in your own partner, or you start looking for faults in situations or other people, and even sometimes yourself. But the reality may be that they are quiet because of some other reason. So you will have to not confront. You will not have to react, but you will have to respond, because your buddhi intervenes, your cognition intervenes and says, where are the other possibilities? Can there be any other possibilities? And this single question can prevent an emotional escalation. We have understood that conflicts are not because of a situation. If somebody says something wrong to me, if I react, we start a fight. But in that situation, if I was to step back instead of reacting, I was to think. So, if my system, as we have already been discussing, that parasympathetic nervous system needs to be on, you can't be in survival moment. You have to ensure that your sympathetic nervous system is not activated all the time. Your parasympathetic nervous system is in play. You are calm, you're quiet, you are not always in the survival mode, always in a fear, fight, or flight reaction. So, regulated or dysregulated nervous system. And what is a regulated nervous system? Regulated nervous system is when your parasympathetic nervous system is on, your regulation of your emotions, your breath. We have already been talking of one phrase, chale vate, chale chittam, nischale nischalam bhavet, which means that you will have to learn to regulate your breath, and your thoughts will get regulated. If you have that cognitive insight, your buddhi is acting, is taking charge, you will be able to question instead of get into a conflict. Very beautiful picture here if you see. It says conflicts don't arise from a situation, they arise from a regulated or dysregulated nervous system. And when you are in a conflict, you're responding, you're in a survival mode, your sympathetic nervous system is on, fight, flight, fear, and today even freeze reaction is coming in, because your Vishuddhi Chakra, we have already spoken, that when you are not able to understand, you may react, but you don't know how to take that conversation on. So you get stuck. There is a freeze reaction. So if you're regulated, your parasympathetic nervous system is on, the responses will be calm. You will not be trying to get into a conflict, but you will be able to connect, understand instead of react. Moving further from here, when we talk of this, we go further. We have already understood cognitive insight. So here, what are we talking about? We are talking about cognitive insight. What it does, it brings in awareness, transformation of the reaction into conscious connection and relationships. This very important thing which we have been discussing about the childhood patterns, that we learn our core beliefs in the childhood. And what happens, because we have learned so many things in our childhood, what happens is we are just trying to look at every situation in the present time also with the impressions or the insights or the belief system which is wrong or faulty or maybe right, but most of the time because we are reacting, it means there is some faulty reaction which is happening, faulty cognition. So we are always trying to project, seeing the past through the present, and we are responding through those past wounds which we have already formed, whereas we'll have to learn to perceive, be aware instead of reacting. So we'll have to have that inner child healing. That is what we are saying, that you must visit your therapist if you're facing some issues, if you're really into some loops of overthinking, stress, or there is a fight, flies, freeze, or fear reaction, and you're always reacting instead of responding. You will have to tap into your system inside. You will have to understand which part of your body is activated. Buddhi, ahankar, mana. Is your chitta really settled? Is it really having problems or not? So we'll have to learn to perceive instead of project, and we'll have to pause. And that is what it is important, because if you learn to pause, you will be able to take things on in a better manner. Moving ahead, when we talk about emotional insight, we have understood that we don't, most of the time when you react, what happens? You just say, oh my God, why did I react? Why did I do that? I should have really reacted in a better way. I should have said something better. Why did I fight? Because reaction is like this. It's very fast. There is no understanding. You're not trying to understand. Your Manipur chakra is all fire. We know that our Manipur chakra, the navel chakra, is always activated because you have that heat, your anger element, and you're like, how dare you? So that wisdom is not activated, that buddhi, that discernment ability. So we have to regulate our pran and regulate our nervous system, and the communication will get regulated. And that all happens when our parasympathetic nervous system is on. And Yoga Sutra also talks about ahamkara. We have been talking about chitta, manna. Now you must have understood these words. You must have, learned them by heart. Kanthast kar liye honge. Manna, buddhi, chitta, ahankar. I am right. I am right. That ego factor. Me, 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 me. You're always looking at, you are always feeling it. You're like, the world is out to get me. But the world is actually not out to get you, my dear friend. And that's where Lord Krishna again comes in. And what does Bhakti Yoga talk about? He is a scientist. Lord Krishna is a scientist of his own kind. He has such beautiful things to say. And they're all very logical, whatever he's saying. You can put logic, you can put science, you can do whatever research. So moving on to Bhakti Yoga. Chapter 12 is a very small chapter, Bhakti Yoga, where there are just 20 shlokas, and we are starting from 13, 13 to 19. He goes on to saying the kind of person he really, loves, who's priya to him. And the first one starts with where he says, Adveshta Sarvabhutanam Mitra Karunaha Ev Cha Nirmamaho Nirankaharaha Sam Dukkha Sukshami. Now, whatever this means. See, they are such beautiful words. Somebody who is not into dvesh with somebody, who is not jealous of somebody, who is not trying to, prove something, and who is not trying to looking down upon people, who is not in dvesh, who is a mitra, who is a friend to everybody, who has compassionate. We will be going on to Chitta Prasadanam of another scientist, Maharishi Patanjali, who brings in 4 elements. So now Lord Krishna is saying, who is that person who is really calm, quiet, and is very dear to me? He's saying, who is not really trying to fight with anybody, who is not in dvesh, who does not have no jealousy, who is a friend to all, who is compassionate, and who is not attached. Very important. Asakti bhav is not to be there, and who does not have ahankar. And he is looking at sukh and dukh, which means sorrows and happiness in the same way. And who is really Kshami. Kshami means who is forgiving. He is not taking everything and anything to heart. Then he also goes on to saying, Santushtaha satatam yogi yatatmaha drid nischai may arpitaha manobuddhi yo madbhaktaha sa me priyaha. Means who is santusht, who is satisfied, who is Sanyami, who has control, who is Drid Nishchay, willpower is strong, and who is in complete surrender to God. When you talk about Man and Buddhi, surrender to God, that is a pure form. We are talking about that. When your Man and Buddhi are in coordination and you are saying, okay, I'm doing my best, now let God look at it. There may be people who say, I don't believe in God. If you don't believe in God, at least believe in your karma. Whatever karma you're doing, don't be asakt, don't be connected to the fruits. So surrender your fruits. If you don't believe in God, surrender your fruits to nature, or just do your actions in good way, You're doing your actions. So he says, such a person, such a bhakt is very dear to me. Then he also says that, next one, he talks about, Yasman na उत्पजते है लोको लोकाना उदिच्ते च हर्ष अहर्ष भय udvege mukto yasa cha me priya. Now small words, beautiful words. He says somebody who is not afraid, who does not get disturbed, and who is not disturbing others, and who is not getting disturbed by others. Such a person, who is not fearful, and who does not want to tap into anybody, trying to make anybody feel bad, or trying to get bad feelings from the others. Who is free from what all? Happiness, anger, fear, and chinta. They say Chinta chita ke saman hai. So he's saying all these people are dear to me, who are my bhakta, who have these qualities. See, such beautiful, beautiful words he is using. If you use these, you become Chitta Pragya. He keeps using the word Chitta Pragya. Chitta Pragya means you're absolutely calm in all situations. You look at everything in the same manner. So, from one from whom the world is not disturbed, and who is not disturbed by the world, who is free from joy, anger, fear, and anxiety. Such a person is dear to me. Such beautiful words. He has given everything to you. Now, this is what you have to become if you really want to have a very happy, fulfilling life. If you're ready, good. You will definitely be dear to God, because even if you don't believe in God, whatever powers are there or whatever, you yourself will start feeling good about yourself, because you will not react. You will not really be doing anything wrong to make others wrong, or you will not let anything to make you feel wrong. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Bhagavad Gita, whatever it has to say. And I fold my hands to the scientist, Lord Krishna. And moving further, integrating our Bhagavad Gita teachings or Bhagavad Gita shlokas with Patanjali Mahayog, Patanjali Yoga Sutras, and the positive psychology of today, because today we are also talking about modern research. It is talking about, this is called science of well-being. It is talking about optimism. It is talking about resilience. It is talking about flourishing. So whatever Lord Krishna said, it absolutely rhymes here. If you are a person who is doing your duties without attachment, who is not getting afraid, who is not making others afraid, who is unattached, who is not feeling very happy, who is not feeling very sad. So this is positive psychology. Balanced you. You're creating a balance. And that is what. So those who teach positive psychology must read Bhagavad Gita. And also Patanjali Yoga Sutra, because Maharishi Patanjali is talking about Chitta Prasadanam. Again, he is giving four very important words, which are helpful in inner peace, contentment, and spiritual clarity. Moving ahead to Chitta Prasadanam, let's understand what it is. He says, Maitri Karuna Mudita Upekshanam Sukha Dukha Punya Punya Vishyanam Bhavana Chitta Prasadanam. These are the 4 emotional states of Chitta Prasadanam, and they help to stabilize the nervous system and reduce emotional reactivity. Now let's take them one by one. First he says Maitri. Now what is Maitri? What is Maitri? Let's understand. So whatever Maitri means, Maitri is friendliness. You're friendly towards people. The people who are happy, most of the time people who are happy, we are looking at them, oh yeah, I don't know what he's doing, I don't know how they make. So you are not drawing any comparison. Most of the time what we are doing, we are drawing comparisons, we are feeling jealous, we are not able to get connected, or we are not able to feel warmth for others. A very difficult science. You have to be friendly towards happiness. You have to be friendly towards people who are happy. Because, when you are happy, for the people who are happy, you'll become friends with them. They will be your friends. Happy hormones would be secreted. And your happy hormones would be secreted. Your entire system would be happy. Your mind would be quiet, because you don't have to compare yourself to anything. You're happy. That's it. You're happy for somebody who is achieving something. And when we go on to Karuna, let's go back. So when you're happy for somebody who is happy, so making a connection, that feeling of warmth is there. You're not jealous. So what is happening? Positivity is flowing. You're with positive people, positivity is flowing, and you're in the company of people who are positive. So they are making you feel good about it. Next he says Karuna. Now what is Karuna? Karuna is compassion towards the suffering. So when you talk about compassion towards the suffering, what are you trying to say? If somebody is suffering, you don't say, oh, acha hua, he's suffering. He was thinking he's very smart, she's very smart. But now good, they're suffering. That's not the right way. It is when you feel the pain of others and you kind of try to help them, give them the shoulder, or try, even if they are not around, if you hear something, you don't feel bad about it. You don't say, oh, yeah, very good. So you kind of feel, oh my God, okay, let God help them, let do whatever is happening, let it pass. So when you see pain of others, what are you doing? You're not getting frustrated. You're not avoiding them. You're not feeling happy. You are just cultivating compassion because you're not judging them for what they did. But you don't try to say, he was trying to act smart. Now this is happening. You have that understanding and you are not feeling helpless also if you can't help them. You're at least praying to God. When we can't help the people who are in pain, we at that time look for ways to try to protect ourselves. But the right way of protection is you say, oh, let them be taken care of. Let God take care of them. And you try to do whatever small you can do. And what happens? Your nervous system, your safety energy and the safety and bonding hormones are activated. Your body is feeling healed. It's not in a survival mode. It is in a sympathetic, parasympathetic nervous system on because you are showing sympathy genuinely. And third point he talks about mudita means somebody is successful. You're trying to be successful. Be happy for yourself if you are getting successful, right? So this is the antidote for competition and scarcity mindset. You feel happy for somebody who is feeling successful. They are doing great things and say, wow, that's very good. I'm also getting there. You're not comparing. You're celebrating. So abundance. You're bringing in abundance by feeling happy for others. We talk about abundance meditation, right? Abundance meditation is what? The first thing which you have to learn to do is you have to be happy for the people who are successful. If you're feeling bad for the people who are doing good and you're feeling, oh my God, they are so successful, I'm not successful, what are you doing? You are putting your system into a freeze or fear reaction or anger, so which is not right. You can't be there. And then he goes on to talking of upeksha. Let's say if somebody is doing bad to you. So what do? You distance yourself. Somebody is trying to criticize you. Somebody is trying to be negative. Somebody is having a toxic behavior. You move out of that space because they are projecting their anger towards you. You don't have to take that. You will have to move out of that negativity and you will have to calmly accept your situation in a different manner. You'll have to learn to stabilize yourself. Any relationship, any people who are trying to put you down, who are showing that toxic behavior, who are trying to prove you wrong, you'll have to move yourself out. You will not have to react to them. Because if you react, you're again getting into a loop. So you'll have to move out of that space and you will have to learn to be stable because they will otherwise emotionally drain you. But what you do, you create your emotional boundaries, you stabilize yourself, and your nervous system protects your mental energy, calms you down, and you don't get into that negative space. So you'll have to learn to detach from such people or such situations. That's upeksha. So just explained you all the 4 concepts of Chitta Prasadanam. Another scientist, the yogic scientist Maharishi Patanjali. We spoke about Lord Krishna's Bhakti Yoga, what kind of people are good to him. And once you learn to do it, you'll automatically feel the difference in your system. And that is what today's positive psychology is talking of. Right? That is what we are talking about in today's world and time. So before we move further, just hold on for some time and take some few breaths and understand whatever we have just done. So when we talk about relationships, when we talk about compassion, maitri, mudita, and positive psychology, our being sthita pragya, our heart and throat are very important elements. Our heart space is where our anahat chakra, the heart chakra, rests, and our throat, where the vishuddhi or the throat chakra rests. So we will be doing our meditation where we will be trying to soften, feel, and allow the heart space. We will be breathing in, and we will also be noticing without judgment, and we will be going to our throat chakra, because throat is all about expression, release, speaking truth. And we will be letting our breath get in there. So we will have to understand that we will learn by feeling with an open heart, and will also learn by speaking with a conscious voice, because these two are very important. So I like all of you to sit comfortably, without judgment, without anything. Just sit comfortably, trying to relax in your body, relying on the space we are sitting, feeling yourself protected by that space. No judgment, no trying to put meaning to anything, just relaxing. Sit comfortably, spine tall, yet relaxed. Hands resting gently on your thighs or over your heart. And softly close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and gently exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Let the breath return to the natural rhythm. Nothing to change, nothing to control. Just observe. Just observe. Bring your awareness now to the center of your heart. The center where your heart space is, the center of your chest. You don't need to feel anything special. Just place your attention softly in your heart space. Feel your every inhalation reaching to your heart, and when you exhale, you breathing out from your heart. With every inhalation, feel you feeling that softness, and with every exhalation, feel the pressure being relaxed. The pressure releasing, going out of your body. Any tightness, any heaviness, allow it to melt slowly. Let any tightness, any heaviness melts out of your body with your exhalations. No fixing, no forcing, just feel. Stay with the gentle rhythm of your heart. Feel the alignment of your breath with the heart beat. Now slowly bring your awareness to the throat. Relax the jaw. Relax the tongue. And soften your neck. If you feel any tightness in your jaw, in your throat, on your tongue, imagine the breath traveling towards from the heart to the throat as you inhale and flowing back to the heart as you exhale. Try to feel the connection between your heart and your throat. Inhale, heart to throat. Exhale, throat to heart. Now when you inhale, feel all the prana shakti moving from your nostrils to the throat, to the heart, and reaching to your abdomen, your belly. As your belly rises, and now try to exhale, feeling your belly going down, the breath touching the heart and moving out of the throat. You're connecting your feelings, your expression, and your energies together. Silently repeat, I am safe to feel. I am safe to express. Let the breath move like a gentle wave from nostrils to the throat, leading to the heart, moving to the belly, and then going out the same route. Let me leave you for 30 seconds here. Just try to observe your breath moving in from your nostrils, reaching to the belly through the throat and the heart, and touching each part while going out. Hope you're able to make a connection. If you can keep doing this, you will start feeling much lighter and you will be able to express well. Open your heart and release all the tensions which give you all the issues in your stomach. So we are trying to align the breath throughout all the chakras or the plexus as the sign says. We will be moving on to compassionate meditation from here because it is very important to practice compassion before seeking understanding from others. Self-compassion is essential. If there are any conflicts which arise, you have to notice your body reaction. You have to have your heart working fine. Let your belly not react. So, going ahead, let's gently bring your awareness back fully to your heart space. Place one hand on your heart. If you feel comfortable, take a slow inhale and exhale slowly. One more time. Take a slow inhale and exhale slowly. Silently repeat. Like everyone, I experience stress, emotions, challenges. But it is okay to feel what I feel. Let these words settle. Many a times we are expecting understanding from others, but we forget to offer it to ourselves. We forget to be our own friend. Today we begin with self-compassion. I am doing the best I can. I am allowed to move slowly. I am worthy of kindness. I am my best friend. With every inhale, receive compassion. With every exhale, release self-criticism. One more time, inhale compassion. Exhale self-criticism. There is no pressure to be perfect. No pressure to fix anything. I don't have to react. I just can respond. I choose response over reaction. Now allow this warmth in the heart to expand. Bring somebody or someone from your life to your mind. Just their presence, no thoughts of what they are, who they are, just the person, and silently offer. You may bring in many persons also. You silently offer them your words. May you feel safe. May you feel peaceful. May you feel free from stress. Just this intention. Notice how compassion expands your heart. Now release all the words and just come to breathing. Feel the calm in your heart. Notice the softness in your throat, down to your belly. And also notice the quiet in your mind. Your body is grounded. Your heart is open. And your breath is steady. Take a few minutes, few seconds rather here, and when you're ready, please open your eyes. hope you felt good with it. So we would tell you to reflect throughout the day. If I am calm, how any situation becomes different for me? And also, is it really necessary for me to react, or I can take a pause, or bring my cognition, put my buddhi, my intellect into action, and then respond? Very important. And today we have learned that conflict is not a communication problem. It is a regulation problem. So we'll have to ensure that our parasympathetic nervous system is on, and for that we'll have to align our breaths. And we can also affirm, I do not need to react. I can choose a conscious response. So the drill again, let's breathe. It's very important. We just did that. Compassion. So let's bring in compassion again. Close your eyes once again. Fold your hands. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Sarve Santu Niramaya. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschit Dukh Bhag Bhave. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I am in gratitude for all of you to giving me these opportunities of talking to you. Let compassion flow from my heart to yours and to everybody, because we don't want anybody to be sad. We want them to be desistless. We want them to be sukhi. And we want them to see all good. Namaskar. Thank you very much.